Patriotism is a word very few people hear very much these days, yet I believe it is one of the most beautiful words in the English language. Very few in the younger generation even know what patriotism means. I believe we don't know what it is because there are very few examples of a good patriot in this generation. Yes, there are great examples of one such as Ronald Reagan, John McCain, and George Bush, but kids want to hear about kids doing really awesome things, so I'm going to tell you about a man named Pat Tillman. He was the picture of America's patriotic spirit, turning his back on a worthwhile, successful, and a hard-won professional football career. He answered the call of duty in the wake of September 11th. He and his brother joined the Army and became part of the elite Rangers Fighting Corps. After 28 weeks of training, Tillman was sent to Afghanistan as part of Operation Mountain. The point of the operation was to disturb and devastate the communications of the Al-Qaeda terrorist organization and ultimately find Osama bin Laden. On April 22, 2004, Tillman's platoon was ambushed near the Khost in a rocky region near the Pakistan border. It was said that he was killed by an enemy after his heroic leadership helped to move a split section of his platoon to safety, but 5 weeks later, the Army gave a different story, saying he died by a possible friendly fire. Shortly after his death, Tillman was promoted from specialist to corporal and awarded the Silver Star and the Purple Heart. As you can see, Pat Tillman not only lived the American dream, but was with his successful football career, but also stepped up to his American duty when needed. He traded his cleats for combat boots, a football for a rifle, and his football helmet for an Army helmet. Tillman could have lived in a huge house, had tons of money, and lived lavishly for a long time, but chose to sacrifice all that in order to serve his country in times of trouble. In my eyes, dying for your country is one of the most honorable things to do. But it wasn't just dying for America that made Pat Tillman a patriot, it was that he lived for America. That, I believe, is the true definition of patriotism. Red, white, and blue are the colors that make one think of patriotism. But what does camouflage make you think of? Next time you throw a football with your son, imagine him throwing grenades instead. Pat Tillman's parents probably couldn't have been more proud of their son when he wore that Arizona Cardinal jersey or his Army uniform. They knew that their son was the perfect example of an